So today we are going to be making Jello.
Frozen Jello.
Yeah, but we're also going to tell the story of the day you were born. We have been waiting for this day for a really, really long time. It seems so good, right?
Yeah.
And crunchy. And we wanted to do it so bad. So we're gonna be making Jello. We're gonna be making two. We're gonna have some in molds and then some just regular cut. And we're gonna eat some frozen and see how good they taste.
What are we gonna do this? I like my finger is a Jello.
Yeah, so you're gonna help me put Jello in all of these. So we're gonna have some Jello in a mold, in these molds. And I found these molds at like IKEA. I'm not even sure what they're for. I'm sure it's probably for ice, but we're just gonna put Jello in it. First, we need to start with boiling water. This will be a very easy, simple recipe to start off with, huh? So mommy has already been through pregnancy a bunch of times by this time. So I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And I especially know what I don't like.
Like, you know you don't like this baby like punching you from the inside.
Oh, when you guys were babies in my
and they punch you like
in the inside. Yeah, like super duper strong. I had so much like round ligament pains. You are also a really big baby. Do you know how much you weigh? I'm not gonna tell you that. If you guys want to guess how much Cow weighed as a baby, like let me know in the comments. Cow is our third baby, or at least my third baby that I delivered. I don't want to say it was a rough pregnancy, but it was a very eventful pregnancy. What ended up happening was mommy went to church, and while I was at church, I was feeling very uncomfortable. I started feeling like contractions, but they weren't painful, but they were very, very regular. Do you know what contractions are? Contractions are when your body is getting ready to get the baby out of your body, and it has to tighten your belly, which is tightening your uterus, to slowly get your body ready to push the baby out. So then I called my friend Amy. I texted her and said, I need you to walk very slowly and calmly out and go find daddy, and I need you to tell him I'm in labor. So I just sat there during church, acted like no big deal, waited for Amy to walk out first to go find daddy. And then I walked out a few minutes later, and so that no one would notice that I was in labor. We should probably find a measuring cup, 2 big bowls, some bowls to like mix some stuff. What do you think? Ready? Let's go find it. So we're gonna, ooh, sorry. You ready for a lot of stirring? We have strawberry and we have orange. Which one do you want to try?
I want to try strawberry.
Strawberry. We're gonna read it together. 2 cups of boiling water, then 2 cups of cold water. So let's get some cold water.
Ice water.
Is it not working? Oh no. Our ice machine is broken. I have no idea why, so we'll figure that out later. So we'll just have to get cold water from the sink.
I'm gonna put it on very cool. What is we can do?
Good job, that's perfect. That's coldest. Hold on. There we go. Put it in. So 1 little cube of ice. You want to open one?
Oh, I didn't.
Good job. Oh, did you get a puff of sugar? Amy finally found daddy. I was like, Dad, Drew, baby time. My friend Amy watched your brother and your big sister. So it was just Panda and it was just Badger. Tiger wasn't in our family yet. And then she watched them until we had a babysitter come to the house. And I actually don't, oh, it was Courtney. Courtney was the one who's gonna come to the house and watch.
Oh,
I know.
That's how she knows us so good.
Yeah.
Because she knows us for very
long time. So Daddy drove me to the hospital, and the hospital was almost an hour away from our house. So on our way, I said, Daddy, I want a turkey sandwich and carrot cake. Give it to me now. The baby wants it. You wanted a turkey sandwich and carrot cake. Daddy stopped at QT and he went to get a turkey sandwich and a carrot cake. And for some reason, it was the best turkey sandwich I have ever had. From the QT to the hospital, that was another 30 minutes. So I was having contractions, but they weren't as painful anymore. They were coming every 5 minutes, but they were not as painful. The water's boiled. Okay, let's do this. Mommy's gonna do this part. Mommy is going to put 2 cups of boiling water in this, and you're just going to mix. Can you do that? Don't mix it yet though. Excuse me. 2. Good job. Okay, mix, mix, mix.
It's turning orange.
I know, it's turning orange.
It's already orange.
That smells like orange juice, huh?
I can tell it's orange.
Okay, keep mixing. They need you to dissolve it.
I dissolved it.
You think you dissolved it? You're so cute. We're gonna add 2 cups of cold water. Do you want to do this part? You put in the cold water? Okay. Okay. Good job. You want to mix that in?
I'm mixing the bubbles away. Look, a whirlpool.
A whirlpool?
Yeah.
A whirlpool of orangeness.
It's going down.
And so by the time we got to the hospital, they weren't as painful. The contractions were not as painful anymore, but they were still consistent. And so the nurse was asking, well, you know, it doesn't seem like you're in labor. Like, and I looked at her and I looked her dead in the eyes and said, oh no, I'm in labor. And she's like, no, I don't think so. You don't act like a person in labor. I'm like, well, can you check my cervix? And the cervix is where the baby comes out. But for mommy, if my cervix is really, really low, I'm in labor. But if it's really high and posterior, then I'm not in labor. Guess where I was? Really, really low. And she's like, it's low. And I'm like, okay, I'm in labor. I'll have the baby tomorrow. Like in a couple of hours. So I'll have the baby by tomorrow. And she did not believe me. I had the nurse ask for my midwife. Came in, they're like, you think you're in labor? I was like, I know I'm in labor. I was like, but I do not want to be checked anymore, not until I'm getting closer. So he's like, okay, well then we'll admit you. Admitted me and let me have my own room. And my contractions were being very consistent, but they were not very painful. And so they were like, you know what? We'll just let you sleep.
Look, he's a waterfall. It's so dramatic.
You're dramatic. A couple hours in, a good amount, couple hours. My midwife was a very good midwife. He let me go on labor for a really, really long time. He's like, I think we need to get your contractions a little bit more painful. I'm gonna need you to start walking. So I started walking, and they started to get more painful. That means you were that much closer to being with mommy. We are going to do 2. We're gonna spray these, which I don't even know if we're supposed to spray these, but we're going to do it. Not this one.
So if it's not good, the spray one's not good, we will still have a good one.
Yeah. You'll work on orange, mommy will work on red. Okay, what we need you to do is you're gonna take this and you're gonna pour some in here like this.
We'll have a mixed one.
Yeah. Do you want or you do want mommy to put it in this right here? Slowly pour it in. Good job.
You can't cut it.
I don't know why, but the thought of drinking Jello water sounds so appealing. Do you want to taste it? I don't know, it tastes so good.
It's just gonna taste good. Jello and water. Jello water is so good. Now it's time to put them in the refrigerator.
There is. Mommy decided that I wanted to try to give birth with no medicine. So if it hurts, it hurts. And I said, I'm gonna try my hardest not to get medicine. Do you think mommy did it? You think so? We'll find out. Let's try to get this in the fridge. Okay, let mommy clear up a spot. You hold the fridge for door for mommy? We somehow did it. They're all in here. We're gonna refrigerate them, and then we'll come back, take them out, and then we'll have to put them in the freezer. For you guys, it'll be a few minutes, but for us, it will be 4 hours.
I'll do the carrot cake and a chicken sandwich. Me a turkey sandwich.
A turkey sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna cut some of this. You have to be very careful, okay? You wanna hear the rest of your story? So, mommy was feeling contractions and the doctor really didn't think I was in labor. And so he's like, do you sure? Do you wanna walk around? We could start Pitocin. And I was like, I'm in labor, I don't need a Pitocin. Can we just check? And so when they checked, I was in 8, and that's really, really close. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think you were actually in labor. You were so calm, and you didn't act like you were in labor. I really thought that you were in labor. And so he's like, I'm going to let you do what you've been doing. It seems to be working, and I'll be back. Well, then mommy started to feel really strong contractions as I got closer to a 10. And 10 is where you need to be able to have the baby. There we go. So mommy was really, really close. And I really didn't want to get an epidural. I did not want to get medicine. So I asked the nurse if she could give me something that could help me not feel the pain. They gave me laughing gas. Then laughing gas was awesome. Mommy's never had laughing gas before.
Like, what does it do?
It makes you feel so happy and make you not feel any pain. So I would breathe it in. When I would feel pain, I would breathe in. And then I didn't feel any pain. But then it was time for me to push because I got all the way to a 10. I didn't feel anything. But I didn't want anyone to take the gas away. So daddy had to take the gas away from me. And then I started to feel pain. But that meant it was time for you to almost be here. I told the nurses beforehand, please don't touch me. I don't want anything. Like, it really feels uncomfortable. And the nurse didn't listen to me. She touched me anyways. And while I was having contractions, she was touching me and I hit her. I didn't mean to hit her. I was trying to push her away. Then daddy had to pull me back because the doctor started talking to me and I was really angry at him. And he didn't even do anything. When I got to that close, the doctor just said, everybody don't touch her. She knows what she's doing. She's had lots of babies. The baby will come when the baby comes. We're just gonna sit back and just wait. And that's what happened. They just sit back and waited. And daddy was really stressed. And everybody was just like, just waiting for me to deliver the baby. And then guess what? After a lot of time, because you were sunny side up, finally you came out and you were 9 pounds, 8 ounces, our biggest baby. And
I like this big.
You were this big and you were so squishy. And I give you lots of hugs.
Like, I was like as squishy as Jello.
Yes, as squishy as Jello. It was really hard to not use medication, but I did like it. After you were born, I had a lot of energy. I didn't feel really tired. I didn't feel like my back was hurting. There's no best way to have a baby, but I did like that I got to try all the different ways. You ready to put this in the freezer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put it in. And then we're gonna have to wait 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay, we got them out of the freezer. Look how good they are. They're frozen. What do you think?
It tastes like orange, but at the same time, I
feel like this would be good in the summer. What do you think?
Yeah, because it's so cold.
Hey, does everyone else want to try some?
Yes!
So as my kids are eating some frozen Jello, thanks for watching and subscribing. And tell me what you think of the frozen Jello. I like it. I think it's more of a summer treat. All right, bye guys.